Taylor tells us about how she's approaching her 5th studio release as she received a record-setting award in Nashville.
For me, it's all about figuring out how to say things in a way I've never said them, how to make things sound the way I've never made them sound before.
Taylor told us she spent the past 6 months writing songs for her new album, and you can expect some big changes.
I've never wanted to make the same album twice. I really don't want to make the same kind of sounds happen 2 albums in a row, because I think people like change. I think people like to hear something fresh and new, and yes, it's you, but it's a new version of you. So I think that's my main goal.
We spoke to Taylor at the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame induction ceremony, where she received the Songwriter Artist of the Year award for a record-breaking 6th consecutive time.
I think the first time I won the award, I was definitely a teenager. So to keep on getting it is wonderful, especially in a year when I've been so experimental with my music, and I really appreciate that they understood what I was trying to do.
Later in the show, we have more with Taylor as Cody sits down with her and gets the scoop on meeting Ozzy, her new movie, and her new addition to the Country Music Hall of Fame. It's the largest donation by any individual artist ever. We were there as she saw the results of her generosity come to life. After a quick test of the scissors, Taylor made it official. The Taylor Swift Education Center at the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum was open for business. It contains classrooms and a learning lab, and there's an interactive gallery coming later. Right after the ribbon cutting, Cody sat down with Taylor to talk about the new center and a lot more.
Your donation to the Hall of Fame could have really gone any direction. Why did you choose an education center?
I think for me, music education is really such an important part of my life. I mean, my life changed so completely when I discovered writing my own songs and playing guitar, and to kind of put funding behind opportunities for kids to learn how to play an instrument, or to learn what it is to be a producer, or to learn what it is to be a tour manager, or figure out what it is to be a professional songwriter. I think that has always been a priority for me, trying to figure out different ways to teach kids about the music industry.
Shortly after the weekend ceremonies, Taylor was headed for South Africa, where she'll shoot her part in The Giver, a movie starring Oscar winners Meryl Streep and Jeff Bridges.
And will you have any scenes with Meryl Streep during the movie?
I don't know. I know I have scenes with Jeff Bridges, but I don't know, because they said that they're kind of going to let things unfold when we all get on site, which is really interesting and exciting.
This winter, Taylor takes her Red Tour to Australia and England. She says the crowds aren't that much different overseas, except for one little detail.
My name is like very differently pronounced in different countries, because up north here in America it's Taylor, and then in the south it's Taylor, and then it's in Australia it's Tyler, and then in England it's Taylor. So you can always kind of tell where you are just based on how people say like hello to me, and then they say my name and I'm like, oh, we're in Spain.
And we couldn't let Taylor get away without asking her about meeting the infamous Ozzy Osbourne and the Osbourne family.
Tell me about your run-in with the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. He loves you, apparently.
It was unbelievable. I was shopping in LA, and my friend said, oh, the Osbournes are over there. And I was like, oh, cool. And I don't think I'd ever met them before, but I went up and just was like, hey, how's it going? And met Sharon, Ozzy, and Kelly was there, and they're so lovely, and they're all so charming. Like, they're all just so witty and so quick.
Wouldn't you love to be a fly on the wall for that? All right.